You may be able to transfer your home to your child and still qualify for Medicaid. Hello, my name is Tim McCurdy, and I am an elder law attorney practicing in St. Louis, Missouri. As an elder law attorney, I help individuals navigate the complex world of Medicaid to help pay for the cost of nursing home care while protecting their life savings. Medicaid is what we call a needs-based program. That means that to qualify, your assets must be below certain eligibility levels. And those eligibility levels are quite low. But fortunately, Medicaid distinguishes between countable resources that will be considered for eligibility and exempt resources that will not be counted against a person for eligibility. So when we're talking about Medicaid eligibility, we're talking about lowering a person's countable resources below the asset limit. And for many people, one of their most valuable resources, their home, will be an exempt resource for Medicaid eligibility. Subject to various rules and requirements, an individual can maintain ownership of their home while still meeting the asset limit requirements for Medicaid eligibility. Although Medicaid will not count the home against someone for eligibility, there may be benefits to transferring the home because of estate recovery. Estate recovery is the ability of Medicaid to pursue recovery for the amount of benefits that were paid for an individual when that person passes away. When the person passes away, Medicaid can open a probate estate and require the sale of a home to recoup the cost of benefits that were paid. And with the cost of nursing home care, if someone is in a nursing home for any significant period of time, they can easily incur costs that exceed the value of the home, and you can see the home taken by Medicaid instead of going to the person's family. Medicaid does allow certain exceptions for transferring the home before someone applies for Medicaid without impacting eligibility. Normally, if someone makes a transfer of an asset 5 years or less before applying for Medicaid, and it's not a sale, it's a transfer for less than fair market value, so you've gifted something away within 5 years, Medicaid will assume you did that to qualify for Medicaid, and they will impose a penalty, a period of time when Medicaid will not be paying for the cost of care. But federal law makes specific exceptions for the transfer of the home. And there are certain categories of individuals that you can transfer the home to without them purchasing it as a gift, but without incurring a Medicaid penalty. And one of those exceptions is what we call the caregiver child. This allows someone to transfer their home to a child before applying for Medicaid and not incur a penalty. But we call it the caregiver child because of the requirements in place before that transfer will be allowed without a penalty. The child must have lived with the parent for 2 or more years before the parent applies for Medicaid. And they must also provide care to the parent. So it can't be that the child is helping out with their parents but still lives in their own home. They actually have to live with the parent in the house that's going to be transferred. They must also provide care for the parent. That's why we call it the caregiving child exception. And it's not just, I drove mom to get her hair done or I helped out once in a while. The child has to give a level of care that is such that it helped the parent avoid going into the nursing home earlier. The idea is that this is encouraging family members to help take care of their parents, to help delay admission to the nursing home, which is both in the benefit of the patient and then also a benefit for the Medicaid program because it delays the period of time that Medicaid needs to provide cost of care benefits. Now, to establish this, you will most likely require some level of documentation from the parent's physician saying, yes, this care that was provided by the child did help delay and prevent institutionalization for the parent. So there are various rules in place, and it's something that I would encourage you to consult with an elder law attorney to understand the requirements and to be able to take advantage of those. But there are significant benefits available for the transfer of a home when there's a caregiver child. Hope you found this information to be useful. Please keep in mind that this is general information and should not be relied upon to make legal decisions. If you have questions about the caregiver child exception or Medicaid eligibility, if I can help in any way, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.